these dang ads done yet? Oh, they are done. Well, alright then. Excellent. That means we can get started. And boy, howdy, should we get started. We've got an extra double stuffed stream here. On the Twitch end, this is actually going to make sense. On the YouTube end, I'm going to actually, like, literally break this into 2 separate streams. But the first half is the most important half. For the first half is the Pokemon half. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Oh, wait, we got a little black on the side yet. Didn't fully crop it right. It's fine. I tried to fix this while the ads were running. Good. Perfect. Look at that beauty of a bingo card. Look at that beauty of a presents. Oh, it's because literally, like, the ads... Yeah, okay. I didn't intend to, like, unmute and do the ads done thing as soon as the ads ended, but apparently that's what happened. Kind of funny, that. Alright, so, before we begin, the internet can't shut the fuck up, so I have learned a few things. So let's just go over a couple things I've learned while we're here. Let's see. What fun stamp do I want to use today? That's not the right... What's the button for stamping things? Bucket fill... Oh. No, that's the clone tool. Where's the stamp? We used to have cool things like stamps. We used to be able to do cool things on the internet. Is it, like, just not a stamp tool anymore? Did they kill my poor precious stamp? The most important tool in any bingo card? The stupid stamps? Well, I guess we're stuck with the regular brushes. That looks awful! That's a star. You know what? Sure, we'll do a star. We'll do a green star, because that's the only color we're missing from Gen 1. Perfect. Alright, so, stuff that I have learned because people can't be quiet. I need to make the star even bigger yet. Jeez, this card is huge. Crank it! Yeah, that's better. Alright, so... Make a new layer. We'll make it like 75% opacity. Good. Alright, so, what I know is here already. Don't know, don't know, don't know, don't know. Well, I can fairly safely assume, because a certain streamer isn't playing this. Don't know. Did not happen, because... was the starters that are just the regular fire, water, grass, did that not make it onto this card that I'm using? Aww. Oh wait, no, it's right there. Because people won't shut up about the damn fire starter. I'm gonna not pick it just because everybody won't shut up about it and spoiled me about it. Which also means, obviously, that happened. I've heard from at least one person that why is this not on Switch 1 is going to be a tile I will mark. I will be the judge of that. Though admittedly, given that I am not the most happiest person in the shed, I assume that I will probably end up marking that. I will say the person who told me that is slightly more negative on Game Freak than I am. So we'll see. The rest of this all... Apparently, like, the usual suspects are here, so, like, Go is probably here. That's probably it, I think, on here. But yeah, those are the things I know. Gen 10 did indeed get revealed, and I have seen the starters. So, with that being said, we've got 22 minutes of this. I've already burned 11 minutes, so well, let's get started, huh? I should have fucking made a... Oh yeah, also I guess the free space got free spaced, you know. I should have fucking done a tile for generation montage. That fucking thing they do every time. That's another one that had it not been... Had we not had the leak of Fire Red Leaf Green through the eShop, that would have probably been the free space. Like, the montage of generations. Also, wait, rating pending to teen? What's rated T for teen here? Oh, look, it's a montage of every generation. It's like we haven't seen this 5,000 times in our lives. Okay, so this gets at something interesting here, actually. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is considered a mainline game, and the Arceus games are considered mainline Pokemon games. Which is very interesting to me and gets at something I actually was going on a bit of a rant about literally yesterday. With some folks. Is that, like, Game Freak treats the Legends franchise as though it was just mainline Pokemon. And I don't necessarily like that. I wish that they would give Legends more distinction from mainline generation Pokemon. That, like, I don't want to say Pokemon story, but goddamn, do they need a franchise that isn't just, like, comfort food? That's not, like, comfort food for elementary schoolers and nostalgic millennials who are looking for comfort food. And Legends coulda, shoulda been a spin-off franchise where they could do that. Arceus had, like, the seeds of doing that. And then ZA comes out and it's like, oh boy, guys, we gotta unite as friends and save the poor Pokemon. That was getting dangerously close to a 4Kids voice, and I'm not disappointed that that happened. Like, I don't get it. You have mainline generations to do that. I'm not going to belabor this point too hard, but, like, you have mainline generations to be the damn games for elementary schoolers. Let Legends be the game franchise for people who think mainline Pokemon is either too easy or too kiddish. Alright, let's continue.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
I always forget who leads these
Today,
off.
February 27 is Pokemon Day.
I was thinking it's
Pokemon Green
Takahashi
games
that
were
leads these
first
off.
released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Anyway, hey look, we made a CGI Pikachu like we do every year.
In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now,
if you're a millennial,
1,025
you know them
Pokemon
all.
have been discovered. And these diverse Pokemon have
I
been
don't think
part of
any
the
human
stories
on Earth
trainers
knows who all
worldwide
1,025
have been able to
are.
experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that one, like, next to Red Blue there? What is this cheap-ass theme park? That looks like it was, like, erected at a state fairground. That's, like, peak, like, 90s Pokemania cash-in levels of bad.
Because of your support. Thank you, each and every one
Also,
of
if
you.
you hear me crunching, I have
We
check
hope you
sticks.
will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve.
Look at the Ditto Lapras!
In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
There he goes! Back to the past. We're leading off with the overpriced fucking remake. Everyone's already gave their statement on this, so I'm not gonna, like, stop and belabor the point, but, like... Huh? Wait. This is not the $20 remake of Fire Red Leaf Green that is not a remake. Okay. It's a music player?
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue
Hey,
version video
Masuda.
games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired
All
by the Game Boy
45
system.
songs. That's
We
actually
took
impressive that
particular
they had
care to make the audio
45
sound
songs in
just
Gen
like Game
1
Boy.
on a
So
Game
I hope
Boy.
you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
Does that include all 45? Oh my god, it does. Okay. That's kind of cool, but... You know, maybe this is just my issue with so much of this stuff, is it's like, why are you making your own crap? Just put it on the Nintendo Music app. Like, Nintendo isn't going to not put Pokemon on their app. It's like, why are you making a $20 re-release of Fire Red Leaf Green? Just put it on Switch Online. Like, Nintendo's not going to say no to Pokemon on Switch Online, you know? Like, why is Pokemon so insistent on doing their own things when they are literally, like, 1/3 owned by Nintendo?
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026
You turn up
Pokemon
your
World
mic, buddy?
Championships will once again
You're a little
welcome
quiet.
over 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite.
You, Pokemon Go?
Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's
Hey,
three
Chase,
times
they
the
do my
size
credit
as
card.
last year's
That's all I
finals.
know them for.
Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience.
So
which
we're gonna get
fans
news about
around the
Showdown
world
here,
can
or
come
about
together
Champions
and
here,
celebrating
right?
Their fandom. As
Right?
we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on
That was a good
workshops,
James cosplay.
exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To
Literally
celebrate
none of this
new
sounds
experience,
appealing.
Today, we're giving you a first
Like, I'm
look
sure if you
at
live
each
in, like, the
special
Southern
piece of art
California area and
illustrating
have a
Pokemon
kid,
XP
this is
alongside
probably
the
super
highly
cool.
anticipated World
Or, no, it's
Championships.
NorCal. I don't know why I thought it was Anaheim. If you live in the NorCal area and have a
When
kid,
you're joining us
this
in
probably
person in San
sounds
Francisco
really cool.
or from home on our live
but
stream,
I
we can't
live
wait to see
not
you
in
this August.
NorCal, and I don't have
Thank you,
kids.
Pokemon trainers.
So, like, chalkboards and, like, taking your picture with a Pokemon just doesn't sound cool to me. Anyway, here's TCG. Is that on my board? It's for a new it's for a new pack. Oh, are these like multi-language versions or something? I remember when they did the God. I actually bought a Japanese Pokemon card pack, not realizing it was No, I think it was actually a Yu-Gi-Oh card pack, but still. And I was so disappointed when I got into the car and found out it was in Japanese. So what, are these like recreations of the original cards or something? Is that what we're doing here? What was that? Should I mark new TCG pack? I actually don't know. Was that a new pack? Do I mark it? Or was it just... I mean, I guess... It's new content. It's new something. I'm gonna mark it. I forgot, by the way, it was the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go to the Polls. So, honestly, I should have just made this one a free space, too.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
That's an update.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Go Tour Kalos. Had to think about that one for a second. Oh, red and blue. Oh! The original Sugimori art style. I like it. You know, I should start when I make these bingo cards each year, I should start putting on, like, something more insane than just Pokemon Go update. I should, like, swing for the fences and say, like, Pokemon Go end of service state. Or, like, Pokemon Go sequel. I appreciate that it still has the correct shading. Oh, God. That sounded awful. Like a twinkling star! They've added too many trainers. They've run out of VAs. Okay, I do like the, I like the little transitions here. They're very quick. They're very snappy this time. Also, Cafe Mix, which... Is that on here? No. It was on my, like, Mega card, but it didn't get randomized onto this card. Because this was another thing I knew was going to be here. Because I had a friend who was like, I keep forgetting Pokemon Cafe Remix exists. And I was like, who is this game for anyway? Like, I guess this game is for, like, again, like millennial moms who want, like, comfort food, nostalgia, idle puzzle game. Which sounds like it shouldn't be able to, like, maintain a game that has lasted for how many years now? Too damn many. Copyright 2021 Pokemon. Yeah. This has lasted for 5 years. Somehow. Like, I don't know what target audience it has found, but it seems to have found a target audience. Dang, I was honestly not super sure Sleep would be here, but I guess Sleep is one of the usual suspects now. Where every time they do one of these, they gotta have an update for it. Appreciate that Latios and Latias being associated with the city of Venice, which began as a random Pokemon movie idea, has become just the standard for those two Pokemon now. But also, so yeah, there's like a handful of games that are just the usual suspects. Go will always be here. Cafe Remix will always be here. TCG will always be here. Sleep will always be here. Unite will always be here. Like, they're just the usual suspects. And you can tell the quality of a Pokemon Presents by how much time they belabor the usual suspects. They're going through these pretty snappily, honestly. Like, they're not wasting more time than they need to, belaboring the point of, hey guys, Pokemon Sleep exists. Don't you want to download Pokemon Sleep? No. Like, any Pokemon Presents where they belabor that point for, like, 5 minutes is going to be a bad Pokemon Presents.
To celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
And there's 3 new Mons. In fact, you know what?
The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added. Don't miss what's coming.
You get 3 stars. They showed even more. Hold on.
Miss what's coming. And even more Pokemon.
The
are
Johto
scheduled to be
starters.
added. Don't miss what's coming.
You get 6 stars on that one because they did it 6 times over. I did not include TCG Pocket because I figured that was covered under TCG, but I guess TCG Pocket is its own usual suspect. I should download this, actually. I have a new iPhone. I should do that. Does it get its own packs in addition to the regular TCG ones? Fucking go! I'm a genius! God, that title screen is nostalgic as fuck. I honestly thought Coliseum was better than XD. Sue me. Though Lavrina is definitely a better is a good character. There he is, Ash, but after he turned old. Remember that theory. I'll see him already on there?
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version.
Yeah, you dropping the
coming
price
to
tag?
Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download-exclusive titles on
But
Nintendo
not on
Switch
Nintendo
and
Switch
Nintendo
Online,
Switch 2.
because fuck you!
We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future.
So, wait, hold on. I thought Legends ZA you couldn't, like, send Pokemon to home from. I thought there was a whole kerfuffle about that you could only take Pokemon out of home, but once they arrive in France, they can never again leave France.
This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
I'll admit, home is an interesting concept to me, that, like, that trainer you're facing on Champions could be using a team they literally trained in Fire Red and Leaf Green to face your team that you trained in Scarlet and Violet. Like, it's an interesting idea, but I question if it's going to work balance-wise.
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
Here we go. Show me monetization and customization. That's an ad. I don't fucking want an ad. I want details. Nice iPhone 17 Pro Max, by the way, kid. Oh, I should have put that there'd be an announcer in the game as a bingo space. Yes, I'm going to be showing off that all the gimmicks are in here. Okay, that's kind of a neat shot there. I'll get a smile out of that one. It's only showing Mega Evolutions. Is there only Megas in this game? Okay, we do have a date. It is not Shadow Dropped, which is what I assume because Pi is not playing it right now. So we do get to mark Champion's release date. We know this row is impossible because starter reveal new trio is not happening.
We the chair.
Next
Was that
up
it?
is news about the Mega Dimension
Wait, that's it? You're not gonna tell us, like, if there's customization? Come on. Also, what do you mean news about Mega Dimension DLC? It's out. It's done, I thought.
DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
Please stop making me look like Tawny. No one wants to look like Tawny. The fucking ugly Starmie! Yes, we get it. There's Mega Pokemon in this game. Did that Meowstick become non-binary? What, was that just an ad? Fist of Justice, Dynamo. Apparently there's an outfit for the fucking food cart vendors. Or there's like a free-for-all PvP battle zone. That'd be cool, actually. What? Hold on. Like, you know how they do the battle zones at night? An online PvP version of battle zones would actually be cool and would solve one of my biggest problems with battle zones, which is that the trainer AI in ZA is not intelligent enough to take advantage of the fact that it is in a free-for-all 3D space. Oh, you gotta be careful when using the bridge, and then all the trainers fucking just stand there facing away from the bridge because they're not programmed to move at all. Players are gonna fight for that damn bridge!
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z.
So this is like
has been
new, or
discovered.
is this just an ad for the DLC?
This mystery
It's
gift
new,
will become
okay.
available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle
Garchompite
against
Z.
Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
None of this
Next up,
means
we
anything
have
to
some
me.
news about Pokemon Pokopia.
Okay, come on, give me a demo. What? It's gonna be a fucking Rotom phone again, and I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, is this like you can customize your music in the game or something? Fuck you!
Is that curious-looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
Yeah, it made the music worse.
It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Okay. Okay, so it is just so you can customize the music.
Liven up the town with a variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the
That's
beat
cool.
too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia.
Please do.
Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
There was once a town.
It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon.
I forgot to inform you a
develop the
nuclear
town.
bomb went off here.
Wow, they're
Everyone
sure
is
fired
dead,
up.
including your trainer.
Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too.
Okay.
But how do you cook?
Oh, that was my phone.
Huh?
It's...
That's silhouette.
It's... Ratatouille!
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente.
I'm pretty sure
Chef
Chef
Dente
Dente is
could
just
teach
the
you
name
how
of
to
a
cook
chef
all
he
sorts
saw on
of
TV
dishes.
once.
Each Pokemon has different foods they prefer.
Okay, that's neat.
Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
So is that like a permanent upgrade system or a temporary upgrade system?
Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people.
That's neat.
First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are.
Very
There's
Animal
someone here,
Crossing,
too.
and I don't care.
But where's the last one? Whoa! You can transform into objects too! That
The
was a
person
fun
narrating
game.
this is trying so hard to sound excited. Prop hunt mode, though, is
By
neat.
working together, you could even build something this big.
I like the Psyduck that was briefly asleep.
Together,
I am
you
getting
can
this
develop a
game.
town,
That's why I could shit talk it.
or go on far-off adventures.
Okay.
New encounters may await you as well.
Interesting. Yeah.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, like,
Developing a town,
see-
one step at a time.
Listen, I'm not
Pokemon
immune
Pokopia,
to the comfort food,
available on March 5th.
but that doesn't mean that I can't wish that Pokemon would make something other than comfort food. Like, I love this. I love, Concierge, but boy, oh boy, I do wish that they would make something with a little more bite, you know? They don't have to be, like... they don't have to be, what's its name? Pal World? But I wish they don't even have to be, like, as biting as, like, Digimon Story, where, you know, some of those games come with actual, like, actual, like, content warnings on their Steam page. But, like, give me something with a little bite. I saw T at the start. Give me a true T-rated game. Not like that baby T-rated where it's might as well just be an E10+.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up. Today, we covered all of the information you see here.
Oh, hey, thanks for making it easy for me to, check off my bingo card. No Shadow Drop. We haven't got the Gen 10 yet. 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 No PMD game. We know that one's dead. Didn't happen. Didn't happen, surprisingly. Like, I'm pretty sure they showed that you can customize your trainer, but, like, they didn't give us details. And that's what I was looking for to mark this, was details on the customization system. Like, how you'd buy cosmetics and stuff like that. Didn't get the Gen 10, 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 didn't get the Gen 10. No demo. A little surprised by that. And no new mobile game, it looks like. Because we already knew that Champions was coming to mobile. If we didn't know Champions was coming to mobile, I would have
We'd like
marked
to end
that.
our presentation today with one final video for you all.
There's only 4 minutes here, so I don't think we're going to be marking too much. Alright, give me Gen 10. Make me disappointed. Hey look, they're doing the fucking sketchbook thing again. Game Freak is nothing, if not tropes. You motherfuckers! I know what that note was, and you can't just play that note in a fucking vacuum like that! For those of you who don't know, welcome to the Black Parade. Huh? Hisui? Is that Hisui? Oh, is this like... Yeah, okay, this is just going through the various generations, basically. Seven... 8... Actually, go back. Now that I know what's going on here, go back, actually. I want to enjoy this. So, Gen 1... Gen 2... 3... You can tell it's 3 because 7.8 out of 10, too much water. 4... 5... 6... 7... There's my boy. 8... There's my dumb bird. 9... Man, 9 is just such a nothing burger. Like, it's the Academy. The Academy that you spend like 5 minutes at total. Like, that's how much of a nothing burger Gen 9 ended up being, other than the way home. And 10. Oh my god, they made it in Unreal Engine! Oh my god, they finally made a realistic looking Pokemon game! Pikachu's relatives come to visit! I swear, if it ends here, I will walk away. Huh, the logo looks a little fancier now. Alright. You all like too much water, by the way. Alright. Okay, that's a good shot. It does look better. Hold on, back that up. So it still looks very much like Pokemon, where it looks like the render distance ends right about where that big hill starts. Distance rendering on the trees looks abysmal. Up close, though, they don't look bad, but you can see it's already starting to distance render up there. Like, this game is optimized in an absolute dogshit way, it looks like, again. I keep wanting to look at that distance shot from the fucking building. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, like, you can see it's already starting to distance render. I keep forgetting that I have my mouse not captured, but... let me actually hide the card for this. You can see where the card was hiding there. It's already starting to distance render. Hell, it looks like it's already starting to look a little janky. Even at the base of the tower there. Like, this is... It looks good when it's in, like, looking good mode, but it is optimized to fuck. Wow, generic trainers, as usual. Hey, look, Mediba. Yeah, those are definitely Game Freak trees. See, like, some of the trees look good. Like, by the top of the card there, that tree looks good. But then you look at the tree next to the waterfall, and that looks like a shitty Game Freak tree. And I know well enough... to know at this point that, like, there's gonna be people out there huffing the copium that it's just a beta build. We'll make it look better by the release. No, it's gonna look exactly like this when it releases. It might even look worse. Like, this is a curated look at this game. This is curated to make the game look good. Alright, and there's the starters. Well, I'm not picking the water one this time, that's for sure. That one looks awful. The grass one also looks awful, but it looks awful in a way that's funny. It looks like it came out of Angry Birds. And then there's the fire dog that everybody won't shut the fuck up about and spoiled me on. The fire starter is nice. That is, like, as angry as I am at the fact that I was spoiled on the starters because of the fire dog, it is a very cool, like, Pokemon. Like, I'm willing to bet you if you polled people, probably 70% of people would say they're picking the fire dog. Which also means the fire dog is doomed to evolve into a firefighting type, because they have to do something to make us hate ourselves. Brote. Pombon. And everybody's least favorite child. I already forgot his name. That dark cloud in the corner looks kind of like a legendary Pokemon. I'm just throwing that out there. Oh my god, they're bringing back the HM for dive. Stonks. Show me red and blue. Or red and green. Or fuck, blue and green. There's the green. I'm counting that as green, fuck you. And there's the blue. Laziness theory wins again. Well, okay, it's not laziness theory, it's nostalgia theory wins again. Pokemon games can only ever be colored red, blue, green, and yellow. Fuck you. We only pander to Gen 1 fans in this house. And this house is Game Freak headquarters. Man, if that had been the one for it being fire, water, grass instead of Nutria, I'd have had a bingo. Just disappointed. Whoa! Wait, I just fucking noticed. Holy shit! 2027? Okay, I take back what I said earlier. The graphics might not be final. Holy shit! We're already going on 4 years of a generation, which is longer than normal. And now they're gonna take another year yet? Game Freak was actually given a standard 5-year dev cycle for a Pokemon game? Holy shit! Something must have happened behind the scenes. And unlike with, like, Metroid Prime 4, where something happened behind the scenes and it was a negative something. Something positive happened behind the scenes here. Like, I don't know what internal numbers Nintendo has about Scarlet and Violet or about Legend ZA, but clearly they made the decision that, like, the content machine was no longer sustainable. Because the trend going back, gosh, how long, had been that you had three... I'm going to actually delay the ads here, hold on. That's the wrong tab. Okay, delay the ads. The trend had always been that generations were roughly on a 3-year clock. Like, this goes back to probably, at least I think, the start of the 3DS era. Generations were always on a 3-year clock, basically. It might even have been as historic as Pokemon had ever been. That, you know, generations are on roughly a 3-year clock. I think, actually, gosh, was the gap between Gens 2 and 3 only like 2 years? I'd have to actually look it up to see, and I don't feel like doing that. But, like, the fact that this is 5 years. Like, the general gist had always been that people accepted, yeah, Pokemon is driven by the anime. And the anime can only put out so many filler episodes between gym badges. So essentially, you have to clock every about 3 years, Ash needs a new region to go to. Then, kind of sometime in like the last decade, that kind of started to shift. Obviously, Ash's anime ended. And they kind of untethered the anime from established regions. And also turned it into a fucking Fire Emblem plot for some reason. I don't know how that happened still. But then it was like, well, but we need merchandise. We need new things to sell at the Pokemon centers. So still, we need a new generation every 3 years. There's only so many outfits we can put a Pikachu in before we need new Pokemon to get people to buy plushies of. Something clearly broke inside of the Pokemon Company. Now, interestingly, I see that they are advertising this as the Pokemon Company developed by Game Freak. So that's already a huge change. Typically, Pokemon games have always been just Game Freak. Or like the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. So clearly there's already been some kind of a shift in the relationship there. But they must have had some kind of information on the reception, not the sales, the reception of Scarlet and Violet in particular, that made them say, the 3-year content cycle, even if it benefits the Pokemon Company, is not benefit... And actually, you know what? When they showed in the generation run-up going into the reveal here, Gen 9 was like, it was just a picture of the Academy you spend 5 minutes at, and like a sandwich. A fucking sandwich. One of the things that Scarlet and Violet got most memed on was their shitty-ass sandwich PNG eating animation. Like, it does make me wonder. Did they have a situation, possibly, where, essentially, yeah, a new generation came out, but in terms of sales, at, like, the TCG, at the Pokemon centers, of consumption of the anime, was there essentially no bump generated by a new generation? Because Scarlet and Violet was that poorly received. Even if it sold 20 million copies, it did not deliver the kind of windfall, the kind of tsunami of sales that the Pokemon Company had come to expect from a new generation. And did they therefore conclude that it would be better to take 5 years to develop a generation that can deliver on kind of the overall franchise engagement than to crank out a game in 3 or even 4 years to meet an anniversary deadline and have another Scarlet Violet on our hands where it performs like shit. The story is only interesting once you get 90% of the way through it, and most players have quit before they even get to the way home, and that doesn't generate any kind of financial benefit for the company other than unit sales. Like, that's the only thing I can assume. Because if things had gone swimmingly, this game would be coming out this year. If the Pokemon Company truly believed that Pokemon was an invincible brand, immune to its own quality concerns, this game would be coming out this year. They would do a Sonic 06 and say, I don't care if the game is completely non-functional. You will have it in boxes on store shelves so that we can slap the Pokemon 30th logo on it. And one thing I did hear is folks saying, you know, this is it? This is all for the 30th anniversary? You don't even get a new generation? I don't care. Like, one more snooze. That's the last snooze I can do, so we gotta go. Like, I don't care if this is a very light anniversary. Like, I don't care if the Zelda anniversary is a light anniversary. I think as gamers, we need to get used to the fact that anniversaries are going to start sucking now. Like, that's just how we're going to have to accept it. Like, a big AAA game, like a Pokemon should be, like a Zelda obviously is, those take like 5-6 years of dev time now. You only get maybe one of those a console generation. And as Pokemon fans, we may have to accept that to get the quality that we demand of Game Freak, a quality that isn't even necessarily Switch 2 level. If we want to demand a game that looks like a launch PS4 title even, a game that looks like Persona 5, like base Persona 5 even, which I bring up because that's easy quality comparison to what Digimon Story looks like, specifically Time Stranger. If that's kind of our baseline quality expectation, which these games so far are not hitting, but if that is the quality expectation we have, then we probably need to accept that this might be the only Pokemon generation that we get on the Nintendo Switch 2. Releasing in the 3rd year of the console's life. With the next one coming 8 to 9 years into the console's life, and therefore might very well be a Year 1 Switch 3 title. Like, that might just be something that we have to accept. And hopefully, that is something that we can do. And hopefully, big hopefully, this footage is not final. It says products, contents, features, etc. subject to changes. Hopefully they will spend the next year to year and a half developing the graphical quality and the story quality of this game. Especially if it is not going to be tethered to competitive, thanks to the release of Champions. It is time for Pokemon to take a look around and realize that their model of development doesn't work. And hopefully a longer dev time means they are taking that time to look around and go, oh, Bandai Namco just released a contender for Game of the... Well, not for Game of the Year, but I think a lot of people were surprised Time Stranger didn't get Best RPG nominations last year. It obviously would have lost to Expedition 33, but getting nominated is good enough when your competition is a 95 out of 100 game. Like, hopefully they are looking around and realizing we need to make some changes, and that's why this is going to take so long. And that was a really long fade to black. Wow. Don't know what the hell this is. That's some random 5 views 1 hour ago recommendation. Alright, sure. That was risky pulling up my recommendation. Who knows what scary stuff could have been on here. If you're curious what the monkey is, by the way. That. It's a Wild Thornberries video. Anyway, no bingo. Unfortunate. If they had covered champions more, maybe we could have gotten a bingo here. If the starters had been a different Elemental trio, we could have got a bingo here. That's probably, honestly, the only bingos we could have got. It was a very light Pokemon Presents. And I mean that in both a good and a bad way. Like I said, definitely, I think we need to accept that we have to be happy with less as Pokemon fans going forward. Because less means higher quality. And also, I do kind of wish we had more. Like, Champions is kind of the only major title releasing for Pokemon this year. And that makes me a little scared that they are going to monetize Champions to hell and back just to try and make money this year. Like, I'm almost surprised if that was in 27. I'm almost surprised we didn't get confirmation of a second Legend ZA DLC coming out this year. Like, they basically are just closing up the Pokemon shop and saying, go play with Ditto. We'll see you in the spring for Champions. And in the fall for the VGCs. Bye. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, on Twitch, nothing is going to change here. I'm going to take a moment here while these ads run on Twitch to switch over to a secondary recording on YouTube. So that'll take a moment. And then we will fire up Digimon Story Time Stranger for today. And there's the ads. So if you're sticking around, thanks. If not, bye.